Hello, my name's Dave Howes. I'm Director of Social Services in Swansea. I've been a social worker for about 30 years now, and this week we are celebrating Social Work Week. So as part of that celebration, you're going to have an opportunity to meet some of our fantastic social workers and hear a bit more about the diverse roles that they undertake here in Swansea. I became a social worker in children's services after qualifying from Swansea University. I suppose I always had a bit of a drive to support children and families. Wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with that ambition. Started off working in residential care, looking after children that found themselves in really difficult circumstances. Probably learned at that point the importance there is to supporting children to remain connected with their families and the communities they originate from. Probably was a bit worried that we didn't do enough of that 30 years ago, and that's been a bit of a drive, I suppose, for me throughout my career as to how we could do that better. And I'm thrilled to say that that's absolutely at the heart of the way that Swansea Social Services works with children and families, trying to keep them safely with families, keep them with and in their communities, in and local to Swansea, but where children do need to be looked after elsewhere, to make sure that we remain focused on keeping them safely connected as best we can as we support them into adulthood. Of course, that's only part of our work. We've got a huge range of work that we do with adults that need support, whether that's adults who are experiencing mental health difficulties or issues around mental illness, whether that's working with our fantastic population of individuals with learning difficulties, making sure we're supporting them to remain connected with their families and communities, and making sure they're supported to be as independent as they can be, and indeed a whole load of work around supporting older people, again to remain independent for as long as possible, to remain in their own homes, to manage the way that we provide care and support, again to support them to remain as independent for as long as possible, and where we do need to step in with alternative forms of care to make sure that those alternative forms of care are the absolute very best that they can be. And at the heart of all of that work, again, is our fantastic social worker workforce, helping individuals and families to navigate this very complicated world that we all live in. I mean, the career of social work, the opportunities are fantastic and broad. There isn't an area of work that you can't opt to specialise in, because there are so many opportunities. There are so many challenges for our population and for our communities, and I suppose social work is brings some of the cohesion to how we as public services try and be the best that we can be. So fantastic range of opportunities. As I've said previously, you'll find that the people that you work with will absolutely become some of your best friends for life. As I say over and over again to the people that I meet either when I'm out visiting teams, when I'm visiting services, or at some of our staff days, when I look back at some of the work that I've done over the last 30 years, I'm really proud of some of the work that I've been involved in. Absolutely really proud of some of that work. But when I look at some of the work that you guys are doing now in Swansea, across all of our services, I know that the stuff that you do now knocks the stuff that I did into a cocked hat. So you really need to be so very, very proud of what you do each and every day, and a huge thank you from me.